And so we're going to pretend that it's not recording right now. Because I do need to ask you these questions because for the most part, I don't remember, okay? And now I'm dizzy again because the glasses really aren't, like, I have to do them close up. Okay.
Probably when you're reading.
How many times have I had to call you after a crisis? For real.
Have you called me?
Or have you had to come over here after a crisis? Where I'm like this? Where I'm just so confused.
I mean, you hit me up more than a few times. Like, sometimes where
I feel like it's been more than 5 times.
Yeah, probably. I'm saying you hit me up more than that, but I can't always.
Yeah, you can't always, like, literally run down the mountain. Sorry, I saw something move over there. It's probably just a squirrel. Squirrels are evil. So.
Yeah, I probably came over here 5 times.
I think it's been more than that for, like, crises. And then there were a couple times where you showed up with, like, full duffel bags of food and you didn't even know that I hadn't eaten in days.
Yeah.
Until, like, and I don't even know if I ever told you that. That one time with the pizza, and I was, like, in the kitchen crying, trying to cook the pizza, and you were like, it's just pizza, Rob. Like, and I was sitting there like, I can't read it. You make it. And you were like, what the fuck is wrong with Rob?
Yeah, and pizza and shrimp.
This is my neighbor, Ben.
Hi, everybody.
Ben and I met, I do want to tell you, sorry, you don't get a choice. Ben and I met in intake in jail. I got bopped in the face on Mother's Day by a stupid little tiny bitch. I said, you bopped me in the face like Bunny Fufu. And she said, who the fuck's Bunny Fufu? And I said, you just said Bunny Fufu. And I started giggling, and she was like, who is that? And I was like, it's a song. She was like, I don't know it. And I was like, shut up, stupid. And I was like, I'm going to go back to Max. And she's like, what? Because she wanted to go to Max, actually. That was I don't know if I told you that part of the story. And I talked to her girlfriend today because she and I are actually like best friends. So she wanted to go to Max so that she could get to be roommates with her girlfriend again. Well, but I didn't say it loud enough for everyone to hear, just for that one to hear. And everybody else was like, ah, like all over this stupid bitch, Brandy, who was trying to start a fight with me because I tried to save a girl from a seizure. Do you remember that? The big girl. And they were like, she fakes it all the time. I was like, she did not fake this. Like, I know. And I sat there sobbing at her bedside. And the girls, all of us, there were 36 and there was only supposed to be 33 of us. So there was 4 of us sleeping on the floor, on the mats. Yeah. And I remember I was so tired from doing compressions and from checking her breathing. And she was a big girl. And I remember because she would always ask me for my fucking Swiss rolls. And I'd look at her and be like, bitch, I know they're not giving you enough food because they're not giving me barely enough food. Damn it. She's the one who told me about common fare, though. So next time I'm in jail, which is never, I'll get common fare. But anyway, so, and she appreciated what I did. I heard her one night crying. Oh, yeah, I guess you had gone back upstairs from the pod. Anyway, she was down there in the turtle suit because she had done it again. She'd had another seizure. She was refusing to take her medicine because it was making her sick because they weren't giving her enough food because she would weigh over 400 pounds and it was barely feeding me. You were pretty skinny back then too. Like we were all a bunch of little fucking skeletons. Huh?
I went in at like 200 probably.
How much did you come out at though?
But my first time.
I'm not saying you look bad now. I'm saying you look healthy now. But you were so skinny.
I came out at like 160. That was years ago. This time.
160.
Yeah. But I wasn't a trustee then. This time.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Here, stand up next to me.
6'2" now. I don't know if I was then or not.
They fed us the same amount of food. No matter what, actually, and they would actually feed me more because Inlo would always, he would be like, Robin, I saved you an app. Yeah, these boys freaking made my life. So it was Mother's Day. It was right after this girl had a seizure, and because I tried to help her and I got Melody with the CO, they took away our phone privileges for that whole Mother's Day weekend. One of the girls had a baby in jail. So she had to go handcuffed to have her baby, came back handcuffed, never even got to, I think they let her hold her for a couple hours after birth, and then she never got to see her again. And I think she'll be 2 before she ever gets to actually see her mommy. And the bitch was so mad at me, and I know because I was mad at me too. And we were all so upset because we all wanted our babies. My husband wouldn't let me talk to the kids. I was sobbing next to the only murderer in the entire jail. And which, by the way, she shot her brother, and she said, "If you don't get off my porch, I'm going to shoot you because I've been dealing with this for 50 years and I'm done.
Damn.
So get off the porch, Robert."
Yeah.
And I remember because I was like, oh, I thought you were going to sit. And she was like, I know. She's like, that's why I did it, to freak you out. And I was like, oh. I said, but I'm glad that you're my best friend. And she's like, I would never shoot you anyway, you cute little thing. And I was like, I love you. And she gave me cookies on her birthday, I remember. Maxine used to be like, hey, everybody give me the bread. This little skinny thing's gonna die. She gonna die. And she would always be like, she gonna die. And I was like, are you talking about me? And she's like, yeah, bitch, eat. And I was like, oh, because I was like so scared I was gonna die. She would always say, she gonna die. And I was like, ah. And I could hear her like hollering. Oh my God. Anyway, so I spent 6 days in solitary down in intake the first 6 days, then a week and a half in B pod, which is the max security there for women. Then I went into D pod for like a minute, like less than a week, and they were like, no, because I got beat up. And so then I came down to intake. They had an ice pack for me. They actually gave me 2. I still have one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I saved it. And then, so they let me out of the cell for like 3 hours just to tell the guys like what had happened. And I just was ranting and raving like I am right now because I'm like kind of in a spiral. So that's how I met Ben. Mother's Day of last year.
2018.
Yes. And then Ben was very sweet, and he would sneak me notes in he snuck me a note in the breakfast tray, and suddenly I had like PTSD, like Stockholm syndrome. I was like, I'm in love with you. We're going to be together forever. I am Mary and you are Joseph, and we're going to have the baby Jesus. And you were like, what? But then you got me A Fault in Our Stars, which is a book I've always wanted to read, and I am so glad I got to read that in jail. Deep and Simple, which I still have never finished, which I want to. That stupid crowbar and clam book, which I was like, they say the same thing. Oh, like you could have just said, title page, open it up, boom, close it. There's no way to solve this problem. We will never fix it. And then, there was another book that you gave me that was good. What was the other one?
What I gave you down there? I don't know. I threw a bunch of books at you.
You did, and I read as many of them as I could. I read Home by Toni Morrison. Did I give you that one? I never got you Anthem by Ayn Rand. No. But your aunt has it, so you need to go.
Yeah.
Because she has a bunch of.
I thought
she had a bunch of Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
Or your uncle did.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the longest book ever. Not really ever, but like it's one of the longest books ever written. And she also wrote a novella, which I don't know what Atlas Shrugged is about, but I imagine that the novella has to be better because it's 99 to 101 pages, depending on which publication you go with. And it is immaculate. It is spectacular. It is perfect. It'll remind you of the creepy trap shack in my backyard, 100%. And it is incredible. And I never got free, so I got to get that when I make millions of dollars. And so, literally, I could just go to the library.
So I'm never going to get this book. That's what you're telling me. Damn,
I was like, it's probably, I think I got it for free. Actually, I remember like it was the internet and it just come out like, and like I was like, I want to look up this book. And so I like hacked into, because that's what I knew how to do because of Stupid Patrick. And so like I hacked into this. He was like, all you have to do is find it in their ISP and then you do, and I was like, say that slower and stop lisping because we all know you just got your braces on and everybody's like, ah, and then they were like, Patrick's like, I hate you, Robin. And I'm like, I hate you too, Patrick. So anyway, so I wrote down exactly the instructions. I went home and I had hacked into, I think, the National Library.
Shit.
Yeah, and I read a bunch of books for free that summer and I got in trouble. And so, but, like all of us did, and we were like reading all these books and they're like nerdy stuff. Anyway, so I will see if I can try to hack into that again and get that book free.
I think the best plan was probably the library.
Yeah, I could ride my bicycle down to the library. It's like 2 miles that way, or like 5 miles.
It's not that far.
We're not taking an Uber because it's like $12.
I mean, I can eventually just be.
We could walk it, but that would be just boring.
Yeah, I've walked that far plenty. But now
I don't have any good tennis shoes
I'm not
anymore.
gonna
I
go
used to
bad
have,
for that.
no, it's not worth
I
it.
I will be passing by.
I ran out of Amherst jail when I got out of there. I was like running down 29 and Dad was like, Robin! And I was like, I need to get away from that place, Dad. I could not stand it another minute. Oh. I didn't feel like that way out of Lynchburg because I was like, we're in the city. We gotta go hide. Like, it was stupid. But, so all of this story was to say, we met by accident, even though I keep sometimes convinced that you're a government agent that's like been undercover this entire time. Because there was, what was his name? The other trustee. A trustee, by the way, is somebody who works in intake, and you literally, I would sit there and give him so much shit because I'd be like, that cell is not clean. I can smell it. I'm going to come in after you go upstairs and clean up after you. And he'd be like, stop it. Like, I'm reading over here. I'm like,
well, fucking, they would just throw your ass in the cell or whatever. Like, you only get like a couple minute opportunity.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then, like, you had to clean up after the mace and stuff like that. I remember, like, all of us would be like,
Allie fucking would.
Oh, Allie. He called me the mouth from the south last time I was in there. I was like,
he would call me down there, like, after I'd been upstairs for a few hours. Like, somebody pissed on a fucking mat. He made me come down there and clean it up. I was like,
do you know Hamlet sat there and mocked me because I was like passed out, but like so I have waking paralysis, and I heard every word he said, and I was like, Hamlet, I still love you, even though you said I smelled like piss and stanky vagina or whatever you had said. And he was like, he started tearing up. He was like, get out of here! And he like went to the break room, and I was like, you bitch! And I was like, you're crying because you're gonna miss me. He's like, I better never see you back in here again. And I was like, fine. And then Allie was like, oh, it's the mouth from the south. Do you need a pad? Yes, I do. I was like, Allie, why am I on my cycle every time I'm down here? He's like, I don't know, girlie, but I'm so tired of getting you some goddamn pads. How do you go through so much toilet paper? I was like, hey, I'm very conservative with my toilet paper usage. Anyway, so, but Candace and I used to go through some goddamn toilet paper. And then we would, like, she was like the kid on the playground, I imagine, that like would bring all her Barbies and be like, okay, you get a Barbie and you get a Barbie. You already have Barbies at home, so you don't get a Barbie. And like she's like, she would sit there and she'd be like, I made you a swole. In this swole is tuna fish. And she'd sit there like we were on like Betty Crocker or some stupid cooking shit. Anyway, and poor Ben had to sit there and listen to us holler at all the boys, and she'd be like, yo, this is Dakota's girl. She actually came out, but she got arrested. And then everybody would be like, oh, the poor thing. And then Dakota, were you there when he proposed to me?
Yeah, I was. I was down there.
Do you remember what I said to him? I'll let you put a baby in me, but we're gonna have to talk about the little marriage thing. And everyone was like, damn, that was cold. And I was like, I mean, because I'm still married. And then Candace was like, that was a little dark, bro. And I was like, oh, I guess we're not joking anymore.
It's not funny anymore.
It's not funny anymore. And so that night that the seizure girl, she had gone to jail overnight court. So she was at another jail. She came back. She apparently acted up in the other jail, so they put her straight in the turtle suit when she came back. And she was crying. I could hear her. And I said, and I didn't know who it was. I just heard her voice, and I said, hey, I don't know if you can do this, but I found that when I would roll myself up like a burrito and climb under the bench, it keeps your body heat, and then you stay a little bit warmer. And I hope you have a good night, and I'm sorry. I've been there. And she goes, Robin? And I was like, who is that? Is that a friend? And she was like, you're so weird. And I was like, who is that bitch? And she was like, it's good. And I can't even remember her name. Thank you. And I was like, and so she was crying. She was like, I really did have a seizure that night. Thank you. And I don't remember the whole thing, but I remember every time I would open my eyes, you would be sitting there going, come on, girl, you're going to be okay. And I remember I was like crying in her ear, and I was like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. This is going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. And she said, you know, you're not supposed to say that to patients. And I said, how do you know that? And she said, because my grandmother died of cancer. And they told us to stop telling her that she was going to be okay. And I was like, I actually sat there the whole time like, she is not going to make it. She is not going to make it. But I was like, and I didn't know what to do. And so she was very grateful. I was very grateful. And I remember it was like the night or 2 nights before I got out of jail. And I remember you said something about the stupid ice cream place. We've never gone to get ice cream because neither one of us had a fucking car.
Sluggos.
Fucking people steal my car all the goddamn. So we're gonna go to Sluggos this summer. You're gonna read Anthem. I'm gonna read Anthem again because if you don't read that a few times in your life, then you have not lived. And then, what else are we gonna do? I'm not gonna have any more traumas because I'm tired of this bullshit.
Well, I went to Holiday Lake over the weekend.
Oh, shut the fuck up. See, I never asked you how you are.
I went to a wedding.
What?
Went to my little cousin's
Did you have a
wedding.
date?
No, I didn't, but it was open bar, so I had fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was your cousin, so you had some creepy uncles there that would have driven you wherever if you got way too drunk.
Yeah, well,
I was. I'm sorry you didn't. You know, like if you. Like, I found out Dakota had gone to a wedding with his new girlfriend, and I was like, fuck, they're getting married. I don't know what it is, but it's like, do not do that. It, like, you're doomed.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it, like, put it in your head at the beginning of the relationship.
I did
so
catch
don't
a
ever...
fucking garter.
Oh, no.
But I called fucking Brenda's garter, too, so it doesn't work.
That's your cousin.
Well, I called my stepmom's.
Oh, you are the always the groomsman, but always the garter catcher. Is that like a thing? Because I feel like that should be.
Two garters, but I don't know.
My brother has caught 2 garters, and he and his girlfriend of like 12 years just broke up. Like they've been together since high school, and like they're both stupid hippies with long armpit hair and like weird like little like baked bread and like the fucking. They know everything about God and like the fucking goddess, and they should be like, oh, and God, and I'm like, what? But now I speak to God too, so I'm like, yeah, I can just like get on board with that. But they were doing that before it was cool, like they're original hippie hipsters, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be single for. He's like Thoreau. He went into the woods like to live. He did that in Vermont.
Shit.
He's really cool. You remind me of a mixture of him and my youngest brother. But my youngest brother the other day texted me and said, I was just thinking about you, and I thought I'd text to see how you're doing. I was like, oh, that's nice. What were you thinking about me? He goes, I saw a picture of a corpse flash through my mind, and I thought of you.
What the fuck?
I was like, Andrew, I think you need to go somewhere and talk to somebody about that. But don't talk to me about that ever again, because I don't know how to feel about that. But
no shit. I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to feel. Anyway, so Ben came over today because I thought I was dying again, but this time I had a migraine, and he knew how to handle it, and I didn't.
Fucking suck. They're the worst.
And like I still, as loud as I'm talking right now, I'm like, why are you talking so loud? I could come back because like I feel like a like a residual like.
Yeah.
It's never been that bad, but one time my face melted off in the mirror. That's how bad my migraine was, but it didn't hurt. It was like a hallucination, but I was sober because I remember I was pregnant with my daughter. I think I had said that too. I had a couple migraines while I was pregnant with her.
Yeah, I don't know how you did.
And that was, I feel like that has something to do with my PTSD too. Oh, Ben also effectively treated my problem with people coming into the room when I'm in the bathroom. Because when I freaked out and I said, okay, wait though. Because I started screaming at Ben, and I have like one video where I like went the fuck off on you. I feel so bad, but I left it up, I think, or did I? I don't even remember. But I was like, "Yes, man!" and I was like screaming, and I was like, and I feel so bad because you're always the one that's like there for me right afterwards, but like for some reason, you're always there for me afterwards, so I gotta scream at you. Yeah. But you helped me, and I said something. The first shall be last, last shall be first. And like, but it was like, all I did was tell you to go that way, and then I went that way, and that's when I was like, the clink, 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 clink.
Yeah.
So it was like, we like, I like this, and nobody ever knows, but, we can't make ends meet. Yeah. I always thought it was like ends meet, like a butt roast for some reason, but it's make 2 ends of a thing meet. So we made 2 ends meet, and we made a circle. So we closed that loop for me, and so I don't really have like PTSD attacks as bad anymore.
That's good.
But I think that that's when I sidestepped the evolutionary process, and that's where I guess I'm different from a lot of people, but they only thank you. Oh, you caught that in time. I'll have to talk to you about that some other time because like it was really weird the other day. I was realizing that the I am she thing.
Yeah, you told me
There's
about
two pieces. There's I am she and I am it. And so suddenly I'll cut off all emotions and I won't be crying or anything, and I'll just be like, I'm sorry you are upset right now.
that.
But I could like stab somebody and not care, but I wouldn't. Like I'm not murderous.
Yeah.
But I'll sit there and be like, you need to stop now. You need to stop. You need to stop crying because it's loud and it's annoying. Stop. And like it's like autism, but it's like it was like created in me.
Yeah.
But so there's still me here, so it's like a bipolar, but it's not bipolar because it's like I don't know, it's really fucking weird, but it's like I'll still be there. Like because right now I'm Robin. I am she. Like I'm a person. But when I go to it, which is that's weird. Yeah, it's like the clown movie. I hate that fucking movie. See, but I can sit here and be like, ugh, but I would be like, that movie is scary. Like, I can't even pretend to be like it because it freaks me. Cause it is like, ugh, but it's not murderous. So that's the thing. Like the horror movies make it seem like. So if anybody watches this who's a clinician, I hope you can explain it to me because I can't go to. Ew, I look dead right now too from the color. Like you look all like alive and bright.
Yeah.
Ew, I look gray and ew.
Where high vis and the
Why
hard
didn't you tell
hat.
me? I can't even see that far.
Yeah, I gotta work in a hard hat, high vis, boots,
High
safety
vis.
fucking goggles.
I want safety goggles to wear all day long. Are they yellow?
I just wear my shades, but they require you.
That's what, like, I want to wear, like, yellow. Remember those yellow glasses from when we were in high school?
Mhm.
I want some of those again because they make the whole world look different,
Yeah.
but not, like, good, just different and weird, and I liked it.
Yeah, that's how the world looked when I got LASIK.
Oh,
That
gosh.
shit.
You know what's funny? Orange has been my color. Like, oh, thank you.
I thought that's what you
Yeah, no,
wanted.
orange.
Yeah.
Orange was my color because, like, the few times that I've, like, gone so sick that, like, I pass out and then, like, wake up in the middle of, like, the fucking driveway over here where I was running because somebody tried to pop my head like a zit. I saw orange when I went down, and then I woke up and, like, I don't even know how long I've been down.
Damn.
And, like,
Crazy.
yeah, so, but orange is my color. What did you say? The yellow was your color for what?
I didn't say yellow. I just said we got
I mean,
like
not
high
yellow.
vis,
The high vis.
yellow and orange.
Wait, you said that's like highlighters.
Yeah, they
I like my pink highlighter. See, I'm all over the place right now. Anyway, but that's like, I feel like I had another stroke today. Like a TIA is like a mini stroke.
Yeah.
I see. I can't even remember certain nursing things that I like that have been like
Shouldn't
common sense stuff. Like yeah, I'm like the diazepam.
Benzo.
Yeah, the benzodiazepine. Yeah, like that was fucking with my head earlier, and I'm like, I know this, and like it's not for lack of saying it because fucking benzos, like. Oh, sorry. I'm not making fun of him for benzos. There was a kid who was like, I need some benzos. And I was like, I should have to fuck up about some benzos. Because you're going to kill yourself on some benzos. But, like, yeah. Anyway, sorry. So I'm all over the place right now. But, like, that migraine, I can't believe you had as a child. Oh, that's.
Yeah, I got them all the time as a kid. Would get pale and not pass out, but puke.
Yeah.
I don't know, just take a hot
Oh, you
shower
should
or
add
something.
my first boyfriend that I talk about, like,
Yeah.
like a little stupid Navy SEAL dude, redheaded dude. He when I would be on my period, it would be that much pain, and that's why like when I tell people I know pain, every time I had a period growing up from 12 years old, it felt exactly the same as pushing a fucking 10-pound baby out of me. Exactly the fucking same. Except for I got an epidural both times right before I couldn't anymore, and then like Olivia flew out like a goddamn slipping slide. But like Landon, I had to push forever because like his umbilical cord was all like wrapped around in like a freaking vest,
Oh my god, yeah.
like a parachute. Yeah. Oh yeah. I showed you. Oh man. Oh wait. Oh, I thought it was messed up.
Nice.
I like how you bring a printing press with you.
Printing press.
That's what it looks like, a printing press. Do you not? Can you not make them ahead of time? Or you just like making them?
Man, you can make them ahead of time, but fucking, I just carry my shit and be in the back of the van, fucking making cigarettes. This thing was.
Can you get the menthol
$11.
one?
Yeah, this is menthol. It's $11.
All right, let me see what it says after you start your process. By the way, I don't have monetization from this one yet, but Wild Hemp, I would like for you to pay me money to talk about you because I don't like weed at all, but I do like cannabinoid oil, and I like that I can smoke you in the little cigarette things.
Yeah, those things are good.
We realized while we were driving one day, me and another friend, Jake, because his sister was actually driving, she was like, "Don't smoke those in my car because it smells like weed and we're gonna get pulled over." And we were like, "Oh damn!" And we were like, "Well, you're driving." And he's sitting there giggling, and I was like, "You're way more fucked up than I am." Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
did get pulled over the other day. I wasn't driving. I was just riding with my boss in his van, and like his front tag had fallen off. And like, he just went and got an inspection or whatever, and it got rejected. Which they give you 15 days. But yeah, he's got so much to do with his motherfucking van. It ain't. He needs to buy another one, or his boss get his boss to buy another one.
Is it not? But it's not yours.
No,
It had more to do than yours.
Huh?
Than your creepy rape van.
My creepy.
Your creepy rape van.
My creepy rape van. All it needed was a tire ride. It cost me $90 with the sticker to get my creepy rape van.
Dave's creepy rape van was like the tire was actually like falling off. It wouldn't go into reverse. His transmission went out. Like everything went wrong.
And I haven't even had a chance to rape in my creepy rape van. So if anybody's interested, you know.
Oh my god!
I'm just fucking with
Let's add that to your How many felonies do you have?
Oh man, I got fucking like 4 my first time that I ever got in trouble. Thank you, Miss Tabitha Sweeney.
Oh, you called her out.
Shout out.
I've heard her name a few times.
And then so I got fucking like 4 patrol buys, and then I got a possession charge, which is like a little ass pebble of coke that they found.
You got controlled buys?
She bought off of me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Fucking war.
Yeah, okay, so is it true you have to sell to them 3 times?
Let's
help the felons out.
I wouldn't think that's true. No, I'm sure fucking.
I thought they had to buy 3 times for you to be confirmed as a dealer.
No, well, I mean, like they could.
Because you could be just being like, "Hey, baby."
They could get you on 1 charge, but they try to get you on 3 or 4, so they got a better case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Like some people, they only get 1 distribution charge, and then that's all that the prosecution has to go on is the evidence for 1 fucking time.
Which is funny because I got a possession charge for drugs that were in the car. It wasn't my vehicle. I didn't know that they were in there. The guy had led me with his hand, and there should be surveillance footage of this because they said, your house is being surveilled. And I was like, yes. And they were like,
what did you want to see?
I wanted to see the menthol thing. Look at that tonsil stone that came out. That's disgusting. I just wanted to show you. Oh, it just broke up into little pieces. Disgusting. Okay. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is addictive. I thought I was saying it added. $10, but that whole thing is the same amount as these. How many cigarettes do you think this makes?
Like 2 cartons, probably.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Does it not have the ingredients?
And they're good for real.
Fucking.
I can get by with smoking.
So is it just? How do you make menthol? Like, do you just take the tobacco and put like menthol?
I'm not sure about
essential
that.
oil? Because that's what I've done one day when I was like, I am not smoking a regular cigarette. And so then I've just put some menthol.
I don't know what makes it menthol or not, or how they do it.
I used to roll my own cigarettes by hand in England. It was way cheaper. It was like $12 a pack when I lived there 12 years ago.
Crazy.
Great. That's one of the American language words that we need to add that's specifically from Madison Heights area. Every time I hear one of the Madison Heights guys go, great, I'm like, I love that one. I don't know why. It's just like, because I'm like, are you going to say great day? Are you going to say great Lord? Are you going to say great? And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know. It's exciting. What is it?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like God.
Oh, God? Oh.
Yeah.
My favorite one is from where I'm from is Tall It. I just spit all over you when it's
Tall It.
Tall It. I gotta go to Tall It.
It's Tall It.
And I remember when I moved down here, everybody was like, the what? And I was like, the
the
latrine. And then I would like say it like that, and they'd be like, What did you say? I was like, Paula.
To the lavatory.
The lavatory.
Yeah.
The lavatory, ladies. Yes, please, let us partake. I always had to poop in the middle of the night because I didn't like pooping in front of, I mean, not in front of people, but I couldn't do it in stalls.
Yeah, I have to poop in porta potties. I'm pretty sure Mexicans are like pooping in fucking buckets and like filling it up.
Landon went and took a dookie in my neighbor's yard while I was trying to teach him how to potty train. Like his friend started peeing and he just like dropped it. And it was a single dad and he brought him home and his name was Carl and he was like, all right, Robin. Landon just took a dump in my yard and I was like, I said, did you correct him? And he was like, no, I'm leaving that up to you, Mama. And I was like, I can't teach him these things. And he's like, yes, you can. I was like, you can teach him how to pee standing up. And he's like, I'm not going to show him that. And I was like, well, Keith's not going to show him that either. He's like, your poor son's going to be sitting down and apparently you just need to tell him not to take dumps in it. And I was like, I don't know what to do with the boys. I don't even know how they learn that stuff. I thought that was natural. And he was like,
yeah,
I don't, and then he was like, I don't know. And I was like, you had to have seen a boy go pee on a tree, and then you were like, I'm gonna go do that.
Exactly.
Because I had never been like, I'm gonna go do that, because I knew that was not. That's a good point. Cool. I do know that you do not grab the 3 leaves to wipe. Because when you pop a squat, we always said pop a squat. Oh, we would always pop a squat. We'd be like, Jonathan, pull over, got pop squat. And then like, this one girl, every time she broke the seal, I think her name was Candace. This is a different one, but oh my God, she would break this. We would all be like, no, don't break this seal. And then she would every 10 minutes had to pee. We were like, you're not even drinking anything right now. Oh, it was Amanda. It was Amanda. I remember because it was Amanda.
Yeah, we've got 3 Rebeccas that fucking are. Well, 2 are in our family.
Are they cause?
One's Becky, one's Rebecca, and one's Becca. I don't know. We try to differentiate because if you say Rebecca.
Oh, and my Rebecca changed her name to Rebecca with a ka.
With the ka.
But it was Rebecca. And she wanted to be Rebecca. And so I would purposely spell her name CCA, and everyone in my family got to the point where they were all yelling at me. And I was like, that is her legal name. And they're like, she is legally changing it to KAH. And I was like, why? So I can't spell it CCA anymore? I was always so mean to her. Here, I'm going to show you what I did at Thanksgiving, and then we'll be done with the video. Pretend that you are eating. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to sit next to you. Oh, wait, I can't. I don't want to burn. I would knock her food off, and then I would just keep doing it because she would be drunk. Yeah. And I would do it until we were both laughing so hard that but I would always just go, think. And she would start crying. She'd be like, I'm so hungry. And I was always like, Rebecca, like, what is your problem? And I always went like that. And she would always go, Mom. And she'd finally start crying. I'd be like, Rebecca, I'm sorry. Like, you've got to tell me, like, one step before that one.
Try it one more time. I'm not going to do it.
And then I go, and she'd start sobbing. And then everybody's like, Robin, you ruined every holiday. And I'm like, it's only Thanksgiving because it's my holiday, bitches. Oh, God. Because I slept through every other holiday, but that's my holiday because it's my birthday. Sometimes. Well, the whole reason for this very long video is that this is literally what we do the entire time, but we already told most of those stories today, so I'm sorry that we had to repeat them. But I'm not, because I'm glad. This is our almost friend-iversary, which is funny because it's my Gypsy and I were talking today. That's the lesbian version. I don't know what I want to call it, Gypsy. Anyway, she was the one who's the girl, and she bopped me in the face. And then she ended up marrying a boy as soon as she got out. And she was a hobo, and she dyed her armpit hair purple.
Yeah.
She had a lot of things. Yes. And she was the only one that was smaller than me in the whole jail.
Shit.
And she bopped me in the face like Bunny Foo Foo. But she had to get her street creds somehow. Mm-hmm. And I grew like 4 inches when I was calling Brandy a C word. You stupid. Fucking. And then as I said it, I remember I was above her, and that bitch is way taller than I am.
Shit.
And Brendan Weber got up in her face because she at nights in, when we were out of jail, she goes, oh, stupid bitch wants to come out and she started talking shit to me. I was like, Brandy, I'm walking through the fucking parking lot, and you best step the fuck back off. And she goes, what you gonna do, bitch? And Brendan is taller than you. You know Brendan. Uh-huh. And that motherfucker has never looked scary to me ever. He has always looked like a little kid because he and Landon sat there playing with the fidget spinners, and I was like, okay, boys, like, But I remember he turned, he said, what'd you say to my, like, whatever he called me, like, my homegirl or whatever. But, like, I suddenly was like, I am Big Hero, and you are, or what is this? I am Takashi, or whatever is the, and you are Big Hero 6, whatever, big fluffy, and I have a superpower now because I've got you. And he was my squish. I would tell him, I was like, you're my squish. And he was like, I don't really take that as a compliment. Every time you say that, I take it more and more offensively. And I was like, but you're just like, you're my squish, because like the little ladies in the parking lot were always scared of me, and then they would go talk to Brendan, and I'd be like, I'm like, they're always scared of me. He's like, maybe it's because you always look like a bitch. And I was like, I have resting bitch face, and but he's got these cute little dimples. And he's like, but he's a big, scary looking motherfucker, but he's not at all. He's my. I want my squish back. Can you Facebook stalk him? I think he and his mom blocked me.
I can look on him. Yeah.
There was a big misunderstanding in the family diversity issue, because I stalk them all the time, and we got in a big argument. But it's like, brother sister stuff. I don't know what you would call whatever. It's so weird because like with you, like with I just pulled a marker that I didn't even know that I had that color in my pocket. Like everybody that I met in jail or saw in jail, even like Frisco and Sterling and like all the guys, like we all have this like bond all of a sudden. And I felt like one of the guys, but I know I'm not one of the guys, but it's like a brotherhood of like fucking bullshit, but like a brotherhood of like,
we got through this shit together.
It's like I need to find, like, I really do feel responsible for finding each one of my male friends that have been through that a woman who fucking deserves it, because it has always bothered me the bitch thing with you, and I'm not going to get into that right now because I've never really gone into detail, because I remember that one day I was like, I'm going to slap you if you don't get out of my car, and I'll figure out how to say this the nice way. But it was like, I see what the bitches do to men in jail, and I'm like, because I was one of those bitches once too, and then I got put in my fucking place and had to sit there in solitary for 29 out of the 35 days I was in there, and it just fucks with your fucking head. And so for like, my dad was my bitch, unfortunately, because he would call me and be like, yeah, Keith took the house. Well, I already gave him the house, like, so. Well, why are you telling me this? Well, because the canine unit went through. Oh
my god.
And I'm like, and they didn't find anything. And I was like, yeah, good, awesome. Why did you do that to me, Dad? And I'd start sobbing, and then Allie would be like, don't talk to your father like that. And I'm like,
oh my god, Allie's
why are you guys all over my? Yeah. Oh my god, Hamlin always had an opinion about what I had to say. And then,
ain't got nothing better to do.
Bro, why don't you bippity boppity along and finish cleaning up yourself? And I'm like, and then that hot dude. I'll remember his charges and some fucking narcotic prescription fraud. He was like leaning up against the glass, and he was like, I could watch you all day. I was like, I could watch you watching me all day. And now I fell off and I ran into the fucking wall, and I like tripped over the broom, and I was like, you find me on Facebook. I don't care if you're a criminal. I am one too now. You are very, very cute, and I never found it again. Find me, cute Jesus-looking character, white Jesus.
You gotta go on Arrest.org and find him.
Oh my god, I do. Oh my god. I followed up that one creepy dude you sent me. He looked really creepy in his mugshot.
Oh, Michael.
You're like, he's a real nice guy.
Michael
He looked
Stout.
creepy as that was. Well, I will say, that is who I would pick in a potential mating partner, because our babies would be protected, because that psycho would not let anything happen to those babies if something happened to me. But that's where I went wrong with. I picked the best Papa Bear for my little baby cubs. Yeah. But then Papa Bear turned on Mama Bear, which, I deserved it and all that. But you don't want to go you can't have two psychos. I would have to be a big,
right.
I was going to say tenderly lion. What are they? I was thinking the thorn and I look gray right now. I think I'm dead. I think I died when I had that migraine. I look really gray. Like, look at you.
I just stayed
It's not
in
fair.
the sun all weekend.
Oh, yeah. And you went to a wedding and you got drunk. I haven't been drunk in like a year. Is it 29th or 28th?
29.
Yeah, it's my 1 year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
I was all alone and I was like driving around crying and nobody was where they were supposed to be. Like literally my best friends had gotten kicked out like a week after I went to jail. So it had been a month and like the whole yard was overgrown. There were baby toys out in the front yard. They didn't have babies. So it was like so fucking weird. Like everything was like Twilight Zone. Yeah. And I had to come back to this creepy ass house and sleep on the floor with the crickets jumping all over me. And I was like sobbing. But I remember as I passed this, there was Spitoni's Pizza in Gainesville. And so I keep wanting to say that. What is this? Spud muffin. What is the name of the ice cream place?
Sluggos.
Sluggos, just the S. I was stuck on the S part. Sorry. There's Spitoni's Pizza. We always got the fried muffin. No, now I want fried muffin. I'm gonna go make that. I'm sorry that I talked your ear off, but I'm not.
No, you're good. Okay.
Happy friendiversary, kind of.
Yeah.
It would have been on Mother's Day. I didn't get to talk to my kids this year either. He's a jerk. He told the kids that they can't love me. Did I tell you that?
No, damn.
Olivia goes, oh, well, he's going to see this, unfortunately, but I don't care because he can't. I mean, go on and hit her for saying this. She said, Mommy, hurry. And I was like,
oh, my God.
What? And she was she remembered it while she was in the bedroom. And I ran. I was like, what is wrong? And she's like, Mommy, I forgot to tell you. Daddy stole my voice like Ariel the Little Mermaid. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, all right. I said, oh, how did he do that? She goes, Mommy, Daddy said, I can't love my mommy. And then when she went, oh, I was like I was supposed to gas you. And I was like, you are so dramatic. And she's like, but guess what, Mommy? I fixed it. And I was like, how did you fix it? She is just so dramatic.
She was going to say, I love you anyway.
She said, I call you Mama. In my head.
She changed it up.
And I said, that's really smart, baby. And she goes, so he can tell me not to love my mommy, but you aren't mommy anymore, you're my mama. And I was like, okay, you can actually just call me Mom or Robin at this point, because I'm done with it. Just call me Robin. And she's like, I want to call you Mama. Can I call you Mama Robin? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And she was like, okay. And I was like, oh, you're so cute. Like a little person and your own little. But she was so cute. She's so dramatic about it. And I forget what the point of that one was.
I don't know, but
she's a genius. I can't wait for you to meet her. I used to call her that little bitch, but she's not a bitch. She's a very intelligent young woman. Something just went across the screen. Am I crazy?
Nah, it was something.
Okay. But I love her to death and I miss her so much. And you have to meet my kids. Landon used to walk up to the individuals.
Yeah,
I will not
say.
Hello, my name is Landon Ryan Sarrow. And I was always like, that's my motherfucking nigga right there because he just outdid all y'all right there. And that is a talk for another time. I'm redefining the English language and technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. We're going to have an American language now, finally. And I'm making Ben help me, even though he doesn't want to, because I tried to get him to email Tyga for me and tell him that I found him.
We're not emailing Tyga.
I just wanted you to tag me on his Instagram because he said I'm the picking middleman and tag me on my Instagram. And I was like, do it, Ben.
I don't got your Instagram.
I don't even know if I do have an Instagram. There's a picture of Olivia. It is amazing.
I just don't know it, so I couldn't tag you, but yeah.
I don't know if I do. I don't know what my name is though, but there's a picture